Hi, it's Billy from thirstgym.com. Today we're talking about an exercise called the single leg lateral hurdle hop. This is a great single leg plyometric exercise you can put in your training programs to help your athletes work on their change of direction, single leg balance, and overall just improve their vertical jumps, their jumping mechanics and landing mechanics. You just need a small hurdle and get the hurdle as big as you want, actually. But usually you're going to start with relatively small and increase your height if you've got pretty advanced athletes. For most of our athletes, we're usually using 6 and 12 inch hurdles for this exercise. We're just going to stay in place, so we're going to go over and back with one leg. We've done the bilateral version of this where we use both legs in the past. This is a progression on that, so once they get both feet mastered, then they can come to the single leg version. I would also say that your athlete wants to be able to have the single leg lateral line hop mastered before coming to this as well. So we're going to start with one leg. On one side of the hurdle, we're going to jump back and forth. Our goal is to limit ground contact time, be as quickly as we can with relatively good jumping mechanics and making sure that we're owning each position. So we don't want to double bounce and things like that. We just want to hit and go. And then as we get the hang of it, then we can increase speed if we're able to maintain our position and our mechanics relatively well. So I'm just going to go with the left leg here. So as you can see, I kind of hit the hurdle there with my back leg, but your goal is to go back and forth, and then obviously you would switch your legs to where you're just going to go back and forth on the other leg. You're probably going to have your athlete look down. That's entirely okay. Make sure that other leg stays up out of the way. As I kind of did, I kind of nicked that with my back leg. You're probably going to program these for 3 to 4 sets, maybe 5 sets on each leg, and ideally probably between 8 to 12 jumps per leg. I do think this is a single leg option. Obviously your impact forces are a little bit heavier on one leg, so you're not going to have to program nearly as many to be able to overload that part of the system in terms of the jumping. Or the footed version, you're obviously going to be able to have that dispersed. So just keep that in mind. Again, make sure that your athletes are not doing this double foot bounce where they're kind of like, your goal is to try to make sure that they just go from one leg over and basically hit and go. Okay, you're obviously not going to be going as fast as your line hop because you're actually having to get up, land, and then go again. So that's why I said have the single leg line hop mastered before moving to this. This works great in terms of your change of direction, but also if you happen to jump and then have to change direction, you're on that single leg landing and then having to push as well. So this is also a bridge to get your athlete to a lateral bound if they happen to need that single leg work before you can just throw them in there. So again, very simple exercise, very easy to coach. Most of your athletes will struggle with this initially, so if they're a little flustered, just encourage them that it's okay to hit the hurdle. It's not like they failed or anything. It's merely there to be able to focus on creating enough height and enough explosion to get over it, land, and be able to change direction again. And then you'll basically be able to progress your hurdle as you need to. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave in the comment section. Thanks. Have a great day.